No, okay. ETs. Let's get back to ETs.
Yeah.
This is very interesting. They have been used for assassinations. Like sometimes Singapore is used as a destination for world leaders to come and have a platform to speak.
Yeah.
Right. But we're always on the lookout for assassins. And former prime ministers like Benazir Bhutto, the lady from Pakistan. I was assigned to protect her. So me and my team were protecting her. And we were told by MI6, British, and CIA in USA, they said there was they each knew of an assassin that would come and try something. True enough, they did show up. But there was a third one. Okay, no. Maybe I said I was a sniper. Okay, but the sniper gun I use, you really can't use it in the city because it's a 50 caliber and carries explosive shells. It will blow through a tank armor. It's a special type of weapon. But I do carry another one, a handgun, which is has an expanded gas chamber. So we sometimes call it the urban sniper. It's a handgun, but has the power of a rifle. So we shot the first two. Didn't kill them, just shot them. Got them. They were humans, except the third one wasn't. The third one was a little way off on the street, getting ready to fire to shoot this former prime minister of Pakistan. I noticed, being a hunter in the jungle, you notice things. So I could sense him, find him. He realized I had seen him and he started running. I shot him 6 times, would you believe? Regular bullets do not penetrate his skin.
I know what you're going to say. Go on.
Right? And he ran very, very fast. But I told my guys, the rest of my team, do not apprehend him because he's something unusual. I caught up with him and I give him a choice. Surrender or die now. Because I switched over the bullets to armor piercing now. And if I used it, he'd be dead. And got a little closer, found his skin was a bit scaly. Okay, he looks like a human from distance, but you get close. He had very thick, darker skin and scaly. It's a hybrid. Human reptilian hybrid. So that made him extremely strong. And he had one more ability. He could hypnotize the person standing in front of him. And under his arm, he had another claw for fighting. So we arrested him, but when we handed him over, we had no idea where he went. Secret stuff.
Okay.
But that wasn't the only time I've come across a reptilian. I was in the airbase. And there was a time when the Prime Minister of Singapore was being asked to do many things that he didn't want to do. Bad for his reputation. I noticed when I was walking by on patrol, but just not on patrol, but just walking by, this fenced up non-secured area. They had these, liquefied petroleum tanks, giant ones. They supply this gas to households and the airport and all that. I was wondering who that person was. So when confronted him, one of these things, and he pulled out a gun. I had to take the gun away from him because in that situation you can't fire anything, otherwise the whole thing blows up. So I had another hand-to-hand combat with these guys. He wasn't easiest guy to take down. But I did eventually. And then the whole airbase was locked down and to search for these fellas. I brought in my team and they grabbed him and cuffed him. I told my team, don't just use ordinary handcuffs. Those, we got to use those heavy prisoner ones. These guys are incredibly strong. Again, he vanished. After being arrested, he vanished. Okay. So reptilian human hybrids are around. They're not just imaginations. They're real.
Do you think they were working for the government there or special organization?
No, somebody else. Somewhere else. No, certainly not ours. And there was a third. There are two more instances actually. One in Indochina, where the Thai people, the Thai soldiers were scared after they said there's a demon running the place. I know that the cases about drugs and CIA. They send one SAS squadron to try and quell something there, but the team never came back. I was asked to go inside and investigate. I did, and he was run by what they call the demon. It's the same thing, the same hybrid, human reptilian hybrid. This guy, well, my team are all snipers, very, very good ones. We can hold back 1,000 people, 1,000 men. If they're say a kilometer away, we can hold them all back. They can't come up forward. We'll take them all down. If they're close enough, then they'll get us. But when they're far away, we have time to get them. So that leader was so-called surrounded. What he did was he pulled out his the old-fashioned sword and challenged him to a battle openly. So I did. We had to carry him out minus his leg. Minus one arm, minus one leg. Like a wild animal, we put him on a stick and carried him out. And you know what? He didn't die. It's incredible, these things, these creatures.
They're very resilient, yeah. Difficult to
kill. And by the time brought up there, the police, when they saw him, they just ran away because they said he's a demon. He was just screaming.
Can you describe him a bit more?
Human-like. Again, very, very human-like. Heavier stature than normal humans. Thicker bodies, thicker arms and all that. Very strong. Legs are a little bit more extended. So they move incredibly fast. It's like they can sense your next move. You see, the training I had, the fighting, you can sense me because I don't think. I don't think about the next move at all. I'm thinking probably 3 or 4 moves ahead. So you can counter that one. You can try to counter the next one here. And you think I'm going to reach that 3rd or 4th move? I won't. I may not. I may deviate again. So I was trained that way, differently. I'm fighting with energy, very different. The scales, again, tough as hell. Very, very tough scales. You hit it and you find that you're hurting. You hurt your hands. And regular bullets do not, like I said, do not penetrate. It sticks there. You can pull it out. So you need armor-piercing bullets to get through underneath.
Yeah, so the question I would have is, what is the best way to kill them efficiently, quickly?
I would say slash the necks.
Okay.
Yeah, under the necks here, it's rather softer.
Yeah, okay.
Right, because it has to move and breathe, and it's rather softer. Otherwise, the rest of the bodies are incredibly tough. Even the torso. These human hybrids, they do not have a tail. I've seen real Ciakahrrs. They do have a short tail. This one's had no tail at all.
Okay.
Yeah, there was another incident this time it's in Japan. They had no idea what was going on in the country. It turned out that there were 3 of these guys killing people there out in the country. Hundreds of people were killed. So but you were shut down completely. Caught one of them. Caught one, the other 2 escaped. And I noticed they were using a gray saucer ship.
Oh. Okay.
And they took off. Nothing you can do about that. And we caught this first one. And they were very surprised I sneaked up on them. Because normally they would sense somebody coming.
So you saw them beaming into the ship or going into the ship?
Climbing into the ship.
So the ship had landed?
Had landed.
Ah, the ship was landed. Okay, so discoidal gray saucer?
Yeah, it's a gray type saucer. Same saucer as in Area 51. About Ciakahrr, so where did I see him first? There's only one time. Out in Malaysia, East Malaysia. It's very mountainous. It's a very forested, mountainous area. And the people were complaining that the children going missing. And again, we were asked to investigate. So me and my team, 7, we went to investigate. Boy, were we ever shocked. We came to a place where there was a mountain with a huge cavern underneath. Huge, when I say huge, it's a plane could fly into it. But as we approached, I noticed something moving. And a Ciakahrr came out and challenged us. He yelled at us. Can you imagine our shock? A being that's about 9 feet tall, sharp teeth, like a reptilian face, growling at us, wearing armor, dark skin, very scaly being. And his legs, it's like extended. There seems to have another joint. So he has extremely long legs, actually. He looks like a very, very powerful being. And he took out a gun, his gun. It's an energy weapon, and just fired at a rock. And, the rock just blew up. It's not small rock either. I mean, it's like the rock's about 2 meters across, but it just blew out right up.
What was this gun? Was it an energy beam or?
Energy beam, yes.
Yeah.
So instantly, being the soldiers that we were trained to be, we took off. What do you call took cover, right? And then more of them showed up and started firing, so we fired back. But my guys were just complaining, can't get them at all. They keep bouncing around. Because the moment before you can squeeze the trigger, they got out of position. You couldn't fire them. You couldn't figure them at all. Regular rounds didn't do anything to them at all. They didn't care. They just stood there, let the bullets hit them and bounce off their armor and their bodies or whatever. They just wasn't afraid of us. That was until I used my gun. Because of I switched to uranium rounds, the explosive rounds, and that made them duck a bit because those rounds won't kill them. However, they moved so fast, we just couldn't hit them. But we did carry one more thing. I did carry one more thing because I'm authorized to do that. We had a bazooka-like weapon. It fires, not the bazooka, not the regular bazooka. The warhead is actually what we call a neutron device.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it's nuclear.
Nuclear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Carry one of them. I don't something that I don't use because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
But in that situation, we fired the device into the cabin. And almighty blast there. And we ran for dear life after because I mean we were completely outgunned by these guys. Their weapons were just incredible. You can't hide behind anything because they just keep blowing it up. Even big rocks are just blowing up. Anyway, we ran and didn't stop. But we did send a recce, I think it was a helicopter search the next day. We found that the mountain had compressed, collapsed. And there was no more stories about missing children after that.
So what do you think happened?
I think they abandoned the place.
And they collapsed the mountain themselves to block the entrance of the cave?
No, I don't think so. I think they ran to the bottom. They ran deeper inside because the neutron bomb would have collapsed the mountain.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah.
The blast would be powerful and knock out the mountain.
So they gave up and they ran away, and missing children was finished.
Yeah, I guess they abandoned the outpost.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were discovered.
So that was a very frightening situation because it took us a long time to get around here. So what the hell did we just encounter? No idea. No idea such beings existed.
I know.
So it was quite frightening at first.